If you're a custodial supervisor at a local high school, you know that cleanliness is key and that the best place to get cleaning supplies is from Grainger. Grainger helps you stay fully stocked on the products you trust, from paper towels and disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Plus, you can rely on Grainger for easy reordering, so you never run out of what you need. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The best TV comes in many forms, from real-life mysteries to blockbuster dramas, family favorites, and buzzworthy reality shows. Philo makes it easy to stream them all with one simple, affordable subscription. For just $33 a month, Philo offers more than 70 live channels, including favorites like AMC, A&E, MTV, Discovery, and Nickelodeon, plus on-demand TV like the entire AMC Plus library. Whatever the mood, there's always something new to uncover. Philo subscribers also get access to HBO Max Basic with ads and Discovery Plus at no extra cost, along with unlimited DVR that saves shows for up to a year. No long contracts, no complicated setup, just endless entertainment ready to stream anytime. Ready for a better way to bundle all the TV you love? Get started at philo.tv. That's PHILO.tv. Your next obsession is waiting.
Always follow the money.
That's what I always say. You always follow the money.
Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Pauly Howard on VSiN.
This hour sponsored by Better Picks, the daily fantasy sports app where your sports knowledge turns into real cash fast. Download Better or visit better.app now. Sign up today, get free money, no deposit necessary. Better.app, BETR.
This is a great hour as well. Coming up in 15 minutes, a lot to look at tonight. Busy night in the NBA. Chris Fallica on the program. I think he, as you said earlier, he might blow a top coming up at the bottom of the hour based on last night's committee show yet again. In Pocket Plays coming up in 45 minutes. Happy Thanksgiving week, by the way. We're live in downtown Vegas from the Circa Resort and Casino. So we've had a couple of guests on so far today. Both of them basically said they really like Green Bay in Game 1 tomorrow against Detroit. Charging was so good first hour. You can always go back and find the Follow the Money podcast. Listen to it there. He said they win the game with ease, in his opinion. Mike Palm, same thing last hour.
These games are fire.
Oh, it's the best Thanksgiving schedule we've had.
It is. And I also cannot believe the trends. These are the strongest trends I've ever seen. The road team, 25-1, straight up going back. Your only road favorite's Kansas City. Mahomes is also 15-1 regular season indoors in his career.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas is 3-11 ATS last 14 on Turkey Day. Remember, 10 of their 11 games have gone over first half as well. 5 straight overs on Thanksgiving. 8 of the last 9 games between Cincinnati and Baltimore have gone over. Before the win last year, which was squeaky bum time at home against Chicago, Detroit had dropped 7 in a row on Thanksgiving. You would think they have this advantage and this edge, and it hasn't happened. And then the rare thing, which I couldn't believe, is how long it's been since they both got it done. They haven't gone a combined 2-0 ATS on Turkey Day since 2001, and they both haven't gone 2-0 straight up and ATS since 1994.
Yep.
It's incredible. And it's these are wild games. Now with all the injuries and the issues coming out of Philadelphia, you can make the case for the Bears.
Well, the market
that's
down
right.
to 6.5 at plenty of books for sure.
But the one you still want to feel safe about, I think, would be Baltimore. Based on what is Burrow going to be rusty? You don't have Higgins, all-time bad defense, and Lamar, 6 home games, 38 degrees or under, 6-0 straight up in ATS, averaging win 19 points per game. Maybe they just rock and roll and kill them on the ground, and it isn't a contest. But
Again, in the early game tomorrow, again, this is a rematch of week number 1. I must remind people that game was 27-6 Packers late, final minute of the game, and the Lions scored a touchdown. I think it was on 4th down.
Yes, it was.
Right, on 4th down to make it 27-13. And the takeaways from that game was like, oh, you were calling them the 85 Bears at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And this Lions offense had no chance to do anything all game long. There's also this with Matt LaFleur. This is where he has thrived his entire career with Green Bay. 18-6-1 ATS as a dog of 3 points or more. And he is the only head coach in the Super Bowl era with a winning record as an underdog. That is absolutely incredible. And again, the list of injuries here to report on with the Lions overall, it's rather than actually running down the names of players who are hurt, it would actually be shorter to run down the names of players who are not hurt in this spot for the Detroit Lions. So I also want to point this out. We have a unique situation with the Lions and the Chiefs. Both teams are off an overtime game last week. This is short rest, obviously. Lions were at home. Chiefs were on the road. But teams on short rest off overtime, when their opponent is not off overtime, 26-48 straight up. In the last 20 years, 24-47-3 ATS, failing to cover the spread by 3.9 points per game. When the team is on the road, and that's the situation Kansas City is in tomorrow, they are 9-28 straight up and 11-25-1 ATS. Has not gone well at all. We did have this example 2 weeks ago. Raiders were off overtime. They were at home. They played on the road that Thursday night against Denver, and they should have, would have, could have won the game. And they covered that game. But this is not a great spot here going back for the Kansas City Chiefs. And it was Al Palantonio who said he really likes Dallas in this game tomorrow.
I think Mahomes has a big game. I think he goes over his passing yards, and I think they'll get the win. As, again, I mentioned earlier, he's the number one quarterback against his own defense, and Dallas is number two in zone defense, played over 72% of the time, and it's been improved. They've been great against the run, but I think he comes out and he slings it, and Rice has a big game like he did last week, which we called. I think he can eat all that room in the middle of the field and go off, and I don't mind Kelsey, most receiving yards for a tight end, even though it's chalky. But maybe 50 yards holds up, and that's enough, and his prop is 57.5. Mahomes is 250s in that range. Shop that. But I like his rushing yards over as well. The Guru really liked that today, John Hansen, and longest rush over 11.5 yards. And both teams to make a 33-yard field goal. But I think the Chiefs get it done, get the win. And I also agree with Charch, although it won't be easy. I do think the Packers will win. And Mike made the good point about how great Love has been in his career once we get to this part of the season for whatever reason. Yeah.
All right. So here's the deal, too. You can always become a VSiN subscriber. Go to vsin.com/subscribe, and you can check out all of the Opta AI projections that they have. Another way to do it is go to vsin.com/NFL props. And by the way, when you are a subscriber, it's beautiful. There's an open tab right there above any of the stats that you click on. All you have to do is put in the player's name. And that specific category that you're looking at, he'll pop up. Wham, and it'll compare it to the current DraftKings number and tell you what their projection is compared to that number. It's a thing of beauty. For example, in that game, Paul, the early game here, Jordan Love projects for about 245 yards in the air. His number is 230.5, so they like him going over.
Yeah, you could have Golden back. You do have Jacobs back. I think it's a big game for Watson. He goes over.
They agree with that, by the way. They have him going for about 75 yards in this game.
Okay. And what happens in the late game? What do you expect out of Burrow? And then, other than Chase, who does he have a rapport with Tinsley? Is it going to be dump-offs to Brown? Can they protect him? Hamilton's good to go. As Glenn Clark said, when in doubt, just blitz and send Hamilton. But I would think there's going to be Russ from Burrow, and not to mention it's the second, but they're the worst at everything, but second worst run defense in the league as well. And as I mentioned, 8 of the last 9 have gone over. But this one's interesting for prop standpoint. I wanted Fant, as I said earlier in the week, but now with Gesicki back, that throws a wrench into things too.
Well, I'll be honest here. I think it's a complete unknown, and that's why it makes it very scary to submit Baltimore on a survivor entry tomorrow in the contest. Right? Don't you think it's more of an unknown than anything else?
I would trust Baltimore more than Philly, because now you're also looking at 35-mile-per-hour winds potentially Black Friday and Philly and all these guys that could be. I mean, like Sal Pell just said it. Devontae Smith is a maybe. Johnson's out. Barkley trending to play, but so many guys are out, and then this magic carpet ride for the Bears rolls on. Number 1 in turnovers, number 1 in interceptions. They won 8 of 9, pulling these games out left and right, and it's hard to trust this Philadelphia offense, period, let alone if you got key guys out.
Sure. Well, I think Lane Johnson's going to be the big one there. Devontae Smith would also be huge if he doesn't play, but some of the numbers here, when Lane Johnson starts over the last decade, Philadelphia is 96-41-1 straight up. When he does not start, they are 12-24 straight up. And if you go all the way back, 2013, including the playoffs, they're about 60 games over 500 when he starts. When he does not play, 15-25 overall. And I'll also give you this. Great job here from Steve Makinen, vsin.com. And I tweeted this out earlier today. It's a story about Thanksgiving and beyond. He's calling it post-Thanksgiving Day records last 10 years. We have 4 of the best teams in action tomorrow. Number 1 is Baltimore and Harbaugh. Last 10 years, this includes Thanksgiving Day and the rest of the year, they are 37-23 straight up, 39-21 ATS, 65% best in the league. Number 2, the team that they play tomorrow night. And they're covering at 63% of the time. They're also 34-27 straight up. The third best team in the league post-Thanksgiving, including Thanksgiving, I should say, Green Bay, 41-19 straight up, and the fourth best team is Detroit in the league. They've covered a lot more than they've actually won, but
a lot of people will make the case that the Bears' defense is near the bottom in all these categories.
Well, they are.
And Philadelphia is going to move the ball. But after what you've watched all year, you can't say that. How do you get shut out 3 times and a half? How do you completely collapse against Dallas and Barkley has 22 yards rushing? Why are you fielding a punt at your own 1?
Right.
Turning the ball over. What's going on with Brown and Hurts? And you could be down key guys again.
Well, again,
I can't say it. And then, again, the luck factor and all the takeaways, what the Bears are doing. So we got 2 7-point favorites. Going back in history, biggest upsets on Thanksgiving. The Leon Lett game. 1993 in the snow. I think that was Trumpy. Oh, it's Leon Lett. Get away from it. Miami plus 10 won the game. 2023, Packers plus 8.5. 2015, Chicago plus 7.5. 1986, Seattle plus 7.5. Those are your biggest upsets. So we'll see if we get one coming up with these, and it really would change things significantly in Survivor.
Over the years, we haven't had a ton of those because this goes all the way back to 2004.
Yeah. I'm surprised by this.
Favorites have been awesome. 51-9 straight up, 40-20 ATS. And if you go all the way back since 1990, favorites of 7 points or more on Thanksgiving are 30-5 straight up and 25-10 ATS. That's incredible. So they've taken care of business.
Did you find your KC number? Did you get that overtime? KC?
Yeah, I brought that up.
Got that. Okay. The short rest followed by overtime on the road. Okay, very good. So that was the other thing. Well, we're just shocked at how bad Detroit and Dallas have been, but also how many times have they been underdogs? You know, Detroit was a mess for so many years.
Oh, yeah.
And Dallas had their issues, but a 3-11 ATS run last 14. You'd think they'd have an advantage here in anything but.
Do you have a best bet on the card tomorrow? Green Bay?
Side or anything? Anything goes?
Yeah, anything goes.
I would say the Dallas game. Both teams make a 33-yard field goal.
Yeah. I think mine would be the Cowboys.
All right.
Huge card tonight in the NBA. This coach is 44-16 straight up in a revenge spot for a same-season loss.
If you're a custodial supervisor at a local high school, you know that cleanliness is key, and that the best place to get cleaning supplies is from Grainger. Grainger helps you stay fully stocked on the products you trust, from paper towels and disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Plus, you can rely on Grainger for easy reordering, so you never run out of what you need. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The best TV comes in many forms, from real-life mysteries to blockbuster dramas, family favorites, and buzzworthy reality shows. Philo makes it easy to stream them all with one simple, affordable subscription. For just $33 a month, Philo offers more than 70 live channels, including favorites like AMC, A&E, MTV, Discovery, and Nickelodeon, plus on-demand TV like the entire AMC Plus library. Whatever the mood, there's always something new to uncover. Philo subscribers also get access to HBO Max Basic with ads and Discovery Plus at no extra cost, along with unlimited DVR that saves shows for up to a year. No long contracts, no complicated setup, just endless entertainment ready to stream anytime. Ready for a better way to bundle all the TV you love? Get started at Philo.tv. That's PHILO.TV. Your next obsession is waiting.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
It's a pretty busy NBA Cup card tonight here on Thanksgiving Eve. There's one game going on as we speak, about 30 seconds to play before halftime. And the Pistons check that. The Celtics lead 54-53. Celtics making a nice run here in the second quarter as the Pistons were up by 6 at the end of the first quarter. And again, the Pistons are in the same group in the NBA Cup as the Orlando Magic. Both teams are undefeated, but the Magic absolutely spanked Philadelphia last night, so now they have a huge edge in point differential, and that can come into play for tiebreakers, whether or not it's going to be the group winner or a wild card team that would make the next round, obviously. So, and plus they have this long winning streak on the line as well.
They would set the franchise record with a win today.
They're the worst
Think
team.
about that.
Yeah, worst team in the NBA 2 years ago.
And not to mention the bad boy Pistons and
yeah,
that they're able to do this and set the record. So let's keep it going. Incredible season. It's tough tonight. I mean, a lot of big point spreads. A great card, though. My favorite team, Miami. I can't get involved with Hero coming back. That one's tough. He threw everything off, I felt, in the last game. Comes right in, takes a ton of shots.
Here, this will tell you, Pauly. Norman Powell's prop tonight is 18.5.
Hello.
Think about that.
I know.
It was as high as 27.5 without him in there.
Yep. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It really, I would actually look at the under, 238.5. Because that game wasn't even close last time.
Yep.
104 to whatever it was.
Can I give you a guy that I did bet tonight in this game?
Mm-hmm.
I played over 24.5 points and rebounds. It's Ware for the Heat. His last handful of games here, 20 points, 18 rebounds, 20 and 16, 20 and 14. The game against Golden State, there was a dud there with the points, 7 and 16. But before that, again, going back, 16 and 14, 15 and 10, 15 and 13, 14 and 20. The guy has been outrageous for almost the entire month of November. 24.5 is higher than it was, obviously, not that long ago, but he keeps, and this was, by the way, with Hero back. He still had 18 rebounds, and he put up 14 shots in that game. So I played over 24.5, trying to ride the hot hand here with him tonight.
Okay, great job by Jim Campbell. He always points this out on X, a loyal listener. But the prop analyzer, Jaren Jackson, 15-1. Underrun his points, incredible. Ball, I know Mitch is on this, over his assists, 9-1 over. They're in action tonight against the Knicks. Powell, 15-3 over on the season based on where it's at now, 18.5, but lowered it with Hero coming back, who's got a little Costanza in him. So that's something to monitor and look at. And then will the freight train roll on? Will the Thunder punk the T-Wolves? 9.5 at home in a Western Conference Finals rematch. And they have just been taking teams out left and right, and who knows what this record looks like once we get to the end of December. It could be something, man.
Yeah. How much does the Cup mean to the Thunder? They have the Wolves left and the Suns left in their group.
I think it means something because they didn't get it last year.
Oh.
And a great angle last year was young guys stuck in Las Vegas for 4 days. Came out flat and had nothing in the title game.
That's right.
But I would think that's just something they can add to their resume and pick that up, and I think they want to win every single game.
First of all, like the Wolves have played them well at times the last couple of years, but I have no interest in taking 10 points. But here's my angle. I hope that Minnesota comes out tonight and they want this game big time and they hit OKC with a big run and to then get involved with Oklahoma City to come back and win the game or to lay a much smaller number than where it is right now. But that might not happen because Oklahoma City might be up by 15 points at the end of the first quarter. Who knows? Mm-hmm. So they're around even money now to win the Cup. It's unfair what they're doing.
I took 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think so.
So on that Knicks-Hornets game, the Knicks are 2-5 on the road with a -4 net rating overall. They're one of the worst teams in the league defending the three. Anunoby and Shemet are out tonight. Kneppel is now the favorite to win the Rookie of the Year in the NBA after he was earlier this month 15 or 18-1. His game log is absolutely sick, and he'll take 8, 10, 12 threes. And I get it, like they have a full complement of players here tonight, the way it looks. But I think if you've been betting him, you got to keep going because over 3.5 made threes on him is still like plus 115 tonight. His prop is 17.5. But again, LaMelo Ball, he finally stayed under 7.5 assists in his last game. But as you said, Pauly, 9-1 over on the year. He has 3 games with at least double digits. I haven't played this one yet, but 10 plus is around plus 245. I think he could do that in a game with a super high total, like that 243. And I also think the Hornets here, who they've been without a lot of their key guys for most of the season, they're back. I think that's a lot of points here in this game.
You do anything with Derek Bird?
I'm not touching. Well, Giannis is back, I think, right? Is that confirmed?
Questionable.
His player props were on the board, so I assume that he was back.
He's not listed at DK, though.
He's not, well, then he might not be.
I don't think,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's not if Giannis is not playing, I do not want anything to do with Larry.
Yeah, he's got to be out if the lines.
Yeah, you're
9?
right. If it's 9, then he's out. He's out. Yeah.
Okay. Powell's 2.5, $1.05. Green's $1.17. Hero is 2.5 over plus 140. He didn't make one in his first game.
No, but he
only took 2.
Yeah, but he took a ton of shots, so 2.
He took a lot of shots, but they weren't from 3. Bam, 1.5 over plus 113.
What did he do, actually? I forgot to look at that one.
He made one, I think. He made one in the last game.
Okay.
And then the Houston Golden State game's awesome at the night, but we don't have Durant.
Unfortunately, there's no Durant there.
Yeah.
Golden State, 9th overall in defensive rating. Remember, they were number 1 in the league last year after they got Jimmy Butler. How about this? Great write-up today by Zach Cohen at vsin.com, pointing out that Houston is 7-20 straight up as a road dog of 6 or fewer under Udoka. And the Warriors, with Steve Kerr as their coach, when they're favored by 6 points or less, 70-42 straight up. So really good for them. Houston, the exact opposite. And I would actually look at maybe playing under Reed Shepherd threes. And then I'm not betting them over. With no Durant, I think it's actually a bad thing here, and the price is juiced to the moon.
All right.
So I'm not going to do that at all.
Loaded hockey card. Vancouver's in Anaheim. Backup goalie for the Ducks. Vancouver's played 11 of their last 12 games have gone over. That total has moved to 7 in some spots. Stars on the back-to-back against Kraken after the easy win 8-3 against Edmonton. Golden Knights at home against Ottawa. Vegas $1.75. They have good numbers going back against Ottawa. I would expect a goal in the first 10 there. Speaking of goal in the first, how about goal in the first 5? Something we rarely talk about. Mm-hmm. Go back and look at the Colorado game log. They're on a 15-2 run. Goal in the first 10 overall, thanks to Ian Duncan. At home, they've done it 9 in a row. Now, how about this? Take a look at how many times they've scored in the first 2 minutes of the game. It's incredible. Bam, jumping on teams right away. So if you're not comfortable with the juice on that tonight, you can take the plus money on first 5. And it is astonishing how many times the Avalanche are scoring in the first 2 minutes of games.
What's the juice on the first 10?
I think it was $1.70 because of the run they're on.
Yeah.
I'll look in a second. You also have Washington, 12 in a row, goal in the first 10. Carolina, 15 of 18. At home, Colorado 9-0, Washington 9-0, Pittsburgh 9-1, Carolina 8-1 run. On the road, Washington 6-0, Flyers 5-1, Toronto and the Kings 5-1. Hopefully we get fireworks tonight.
Strong.
But that is, I'm telling you, just look at the game log with the Avalanche and how many times they're scoring in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah. Okay. We now have props, by the way, on some record breakers in the NFL for this year.
Good. Yeah. You also thought about Thanksgiving. That's another good angle. Someone could break any records tomorrow.
I didn't see those, actually.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. I'll run them down later.
Okay.
They're good.
How about this? So now the number, and you can, several books have this at this point, but will Myles Garrett break the all-time NFL sack record at 22.5? He's minus $2 offshore. I think he's a little bit more than that stateside. How about this? Will Christian McCaffrey break the all-time receiving yards record for a running back at 1,048? It's plus 150 on the yes. The no is minus $2. So they have played 12 games so far. They have 5 left. I'll get his official stats here coming up in a second because it also ties into how many receptions he might finish with on the season. And by the way, his record is 116 receptions when he was with Carolina, and he's on pace to obviously get by that. Let me see here. Overall on the year, McCaffrey has 81 catches, for 785 yards. So he basically needs, he needs less than 400 over the remaining games to break that record. And will he break his all-time running back receptions record of plus 116 is plus 130. He's got 81.
It's an interesting point, though, what Charch brought up earlier. You're going to run him into the ground. He's going to get hurt. But that's what the offense should be, because you can't trust Purdy, and I want to chew clock to keep the defense off the field.
Yeah. If he doesn't get hurt, he's going to be pushing 500 touches on the year.
Yes. He can handle it.
If he stays healthy.
I love what I watched Monday night.
117 catches almost has to happen by default.
Yeah.
Chris Fallica on the program coming up next. We'll talk college football, reaction to the clown show that is the committee program every Tuesday night. He might blow a gasket coming up on Follow the Money. It's VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Today has been such a fun show. We're going to finish strong. In Pocket plays in 15 minutes, but right now, Chris the Bear Fallica joins the program, and he is on the Progressive guest line. Bear, happy Thanksgiving. Good to talk to you again, my man. We appreciate that. What are you like at the house, assuming that you're at home, when you watch the committee show every week?
I'm sitting there on the couch, and my wife knows, and she looks over, and my head is down, and I'm just firing away, typing texts and tweets and whatever else. I was just joking with Pauly and break. Last night, basically broke me. My head just hurts with this whole process. It's like, okay, well, we got to get within 3 spots in order to really make the head-to-head matter. And oh no, we've really been comparing them all along. So okay, what is it? I think what we've all kind of not really joked about all is they're just making this up as they go along to fit whatever kind of narrative they want. So we'll see what happens. I mean, Miami still has to go out there and win at Pitt on Saturday in a game that, look, I mean, Pat Narduzzi joked a couple of weeks ago about how, we don't care about that. We can lose 100-13 or whatever the heck he said.
Yeah, that's what he said.
We win the next 2 games. So, what type of psychology does that you put your team in for that game against Notre Dame now knowing that, okay, we're taking the game against Miami seriously. So we'll see what happens. Well,
that's a great point, because if they're going to say, well, Miami only beat Pitt by 10 and Notre Dame blew them out, the head coach said, I don't care if we lose 100-0, as long as we win the next 2 games. That's an actual quote. How about what you just tweeted out? And there seems to be an agenda here and brand name bias, although my comeback is Miami's great for college football. It was awesome when they dominated. Miami needs to be relevant, and I thought they got screwed last year. But you went to Miami and you're objective, and you thought they didn't have a strong case last year, but certainly they do this year. But so 7 times last year, 2 teams that were these teams that were in the top 25 and had the same record and played one another, all 7 times they were ranked, the winner was ranked ahead of the loser. Now, why even Miami with a better resume and head-to-head down from Notre Dame, and it's a significant margin?
The worst thing that happened to Miami was the timing of their loss to SMU, an overtime loss on the road, which they blew a late lead to a team that's now ranked, just happened to coincide with the first week of the college football playoff rankings. And it was the worst possible time, and they were going to debut as low as they possibly could.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing to me that you look at every Notre Dame fan supporter, they want to talk about everything except for the game itself. And then it's okay. Well, what about Syracuse? It's what about Syracuse? Okay, well, what about the NC State game that it was 10-7 midway through the third quarter, and Miami led 24-0 at halftime? What about your game at one-win BC team that was 12-10 with under a minute to go in the third quarter? That's one of the bigger fallacies. So Notre Dame has just been ripping through people. Right. They didn't rip through NC State. They didn't rip through BC. And again, not that Navy with Horvath was going to beat Notre Dame, or not that Syracuse with someone other than a lacrosse player quarterback was going to beat Notre Dame. But they did face backup quarterbacks in those games. So, I mean, certainly that helps. I wonder, deep inside my heart of hearts, I am really curious to see what's going to happen here. A scenario where, what if Miami does win at Pitt? Notre Dame will beat Stanford. You've got BYU likely losing again to Texas Tech in the Big 12 championship game. Alabama is going to be a toss-up game if they get to the SEC championship game. What happens then? You legitimately do have Miami and Notre Dame side by side.
Right.
And then the committee's basically going to have to be in that room and say, and all of college football is going to be like, okay, we dare you now to do it in the final ranking. So we'll see what happens. But I think there are a lot of avenues still for some craziness to happen. If you look at last week, that a single top 15 team lost. This week, you've got a top 15 matchup, obviously, with Ohio State and Michigan. You've got 4 other top 15 teams away from home against a ranked team, and you've got 7 top 15 teams on the road against an unranked team. So a lot of opportunity here for some wild things to happen on Friday and Saturday.
What would you do with Ole Miss if they lose and Kiffin leaves?
I think if they lose, regardless of whether Kiffin's there or not, I think Ole Miss is out with the loss. You look at their resume, they've got the win against Oklahoma, and I get it, but there isn't a hell of a lot else there. And if you want to just use like eye test metric type stuff as well, their defense is the worst by far of any of these college football playoff contenders. So I think Ole Miss with the loss is out. So I would look and see what's the better price, Ole Miss to miss the playoff or Mississippi State on the money line. If you indeed do think Mississippi State is going to pull the upset, then I would look for that price and play accordingly. But I think this is a great live betting game because I think you're going to know early. Is all of the noise about Lane leaving, is that really going to affect his team and they're going to come out and lay an absolute egg, and no pun intended? Or are they going to come out and absolutely hammer Miss State? I think you'll know within the first couple drives what way to go. So I would suggest paying attention here and live betting this one.
Great point. So obviously you haven't touched it yet, and that's going to be your plan of attack then on Fridays to maybe just pay attention and get involved then. Were you part of the money on Washington against Oregon?
Yes, I am. I think that is the most likely spot for an upset. And I wouldn't have thought that a couple of weeks ago, but UW is such a better team at home than they are on the road. There are rumblings about now Jed Fish leaving and what happens with Damon Williams if he maybe goes in the portal. Could be maybe a contract drive type of game for him. But you look at Oregon, they are so beat up on the offensive line and the wide receiver room. Their offense, I think, is really going to struggle on Saturday up there in Seattle Husky Stadium. I do like UW. I'm going to have a little bit on the money line here on the Huskies as well.
Okay, so what happens then to the Ducks if they lose this game outright?
Well, that's an interesting thing because they kind of fall into that cluster. And one of the unnoticed, well, it really wasn't unnoticed, one of the untalked about results of the ranking last night was Oregon flip-flopping with Ole Miss and Oregon going up to 6. Now it makes it a little bit more difficult to drop the Ducks completely out of the playoff. And what are you going to do? If Ohio State does beat Michigan, you're going to have 2 Big Ten teams in the playoff. I mean, Tony Petitti in the Big Ten would absolutely flip out if that was the case. But again, you look at Oregon, like it would be the same thing. Their best win would be the same best win as Notre Dame has against USC, both on their home field. I think Oregon won the game a little bit more convincingly. But other than that, I mean, Oregon's got the road win at Penn State, which the committee said still looked good. They got the road win against Iowa, who's kind of fallen off since they played that game. I think Oregon, metrically, again, top 5 offense, top 5 defense, that will be a real debate because you look at a non-conference schedule that had Montana State, Oklahoma State, and another Oregon State, another brutal team, in a hell of a lot there.
What do you think of the Heisman and the incredible move in the last 10 days on Love?
It's crazy. How about that? Like if Notre Dame could kind of, I don't want to say propaganda their way because Love has been fantastic, but you wind up in the playoff with winning a flimsy argument, and then Love winds up winning the Heisman. Like it's funny because I bet 2 guys before the year. I bet Carson Beck at 25-30-1, and I bet Jeremiah Love at 40-1. I thought the ticket was dead. I ultimately think there are 3 scenarios here. I think. If Indiana beats Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game, I think Mendoza is going to win. If Ohio State beats Indiana in the Big Ten championship game, and it's kind of a lower scoring defensive type of game, and Love goes crazy against Stanford, I think Love's got a great chance to win. And then I think obviously if Sayin goes crazy and Smith and Tate are healthy and they win big, then I do think Sayin is the quarterback of the number 1 team will win. So it's down to those 3, and I certainly won't be jumping in right now at any of these prices.
What is your best bet on the card as of right now for the week?
Tennessee team total over is what I'm going to be looking at. I need to look at the number. I don't know if it's posted yet. I'm in Connecticut. I got kind of sketchy book prices right here. I don't get everything posted right away for college. But I think the Vols are. I would expect maybe like 34.5, somewhere around there would probably be what I'm looking at. 35, and I would definitely go over that. This is a Vanderbilt defense that again isn't very good. Tennessee the last 6 years against Vandy in this winning streak, they have an average in 42.5 points. It's a Vanderbilt defense, like I said, that's not very good. And Josh Heupel and the Vols, I think, have a little bit of an edge to them now, finally snapping that losing streak in Gainesville. I don't think they like all of the Diego Pavia and this Vanderbilt talk. And with an opportunity to keep Vandy from winning 10 games, I think at Neyland on Saturday, the Vols are going to put up a big number.
Well, that's very nice to hear. Paul Stone came on yesterday with us, and one of his best bets for the week was to give out that game over. 65.5, I think, was the number. Make sure that you listen, subscribe, download the Bear Bets podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. Chris Fallica here joined us on the Progressive Guest Line. That was awesome, Bear, as always. Thank you, and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody as well. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Good job. Well done. Think you know sports, start getting paid for it. Better Picks, daily fantasy sports app where your knowledge turns into cash. Sign up today, get free money and no deposit needed. When you do deposit, 50% deposit match up to $200. Download it in the app or Google Play Store. Head to better.app. Promo code VSiN for your free money. Better.app.
I'm seeing 34.5 right now at FanDuel. Team total Tennessee minus 112 to the over. Our best bets in pocket coming up next.
If you're a custodial supervisor at a local high school, you know that cleanliness is key, and that the best place to get cleaning supplies is from Grainger. Grainger helps you stay fully stocked on the products you trust, from paper towels and disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Plus, you can rely on Grainger for easy reordering, so you never run out of what you need. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The best TV comes in many forms, from real-life mysteries to blockbuster dramas, family favorites, and buzzworthy reality shows. Philo makes it easy to stream them all with one simple, affordable subscription. For just $33 a month, Philo offers more than 70 live channels, including favorites like AMC, A&E, MTV, Discovery, and Nickelodeon, plus on-demand TV like the entire AMC Plus library. Whatever the mood, there's always something new to uncover. Philo subscribers also get access to HBO Max Basic with ads and Discovery Plus at no extra cost, along with unlimited DVR that saves shows for up to a year. No long contracts, no complicated setup, just endless entertainment ready to stream anytime. Ready for a better way to bundle all the TV you love? Get started at philo.tv. That's PHILO.tv. Your next obsession is waiting.
The guy has an algorithm to determine the winner of any given college basketball game.
Someone gives you 10,000 to 1 on anything. You take it. Take it. Take it.
I bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day. No way. I'll give you 3 to 1 odds. Nope. 5 to 1. Nope. 10 to 1. You're on.
Anytime you can wake up on a Wednesday at 9 a.m. the day before Thanksgiving and go to Finger Lakes, you got to do it with Catchphrase, who went off on a muddy, sloppy track, eats it up. Thought he loved the slop. Went off 4-5 favorite, and he finished 4th. Once again, when someone gives you other than Al Lasso and rest in peace, Jeff Siegel. Damn it. No good with the ponies. Oh, this is Paul Bovey throwing out a 40 to 1 shot. Incredible. Onward and upward. Catchphrase. West Virginia plus.
The minute that you went to a horse, it was an automatic loser. Let's be honest here.
Yeah. For my guy, Richie.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know that, by the way.
Oh, it never comes in.
No, I'm saying like the minute any of us here, you or me, put in a horse in pocket, it's a no chance.
Yeah, or if someone,
someone
says, I got a tip on a pony. Absolutely. Yeah. West Virginia plus 24.5 against Texas Tech. Guns up. Are they going to go 11-1 ATS? Winning in? We'll see. I think it's too many points. Pitt plus 7 against Miami. I cannot believe Booger McFarland. Well, I mean, now we got a common opponent. Actually, there's more common opponents than just this. And head-to-head, they actually played Booger. And the head coach of Pitt said, I don't care if we lose 100-0. I mean, unbelievable. Pitt plus 7. Michigan plus 10.5. Early Saturday morning. Can Day exercise the demons? Oh, this is juicy, man. So the money line is down to plus 220 on Miss State. Yeah, Ole Miss is going to miss the playoffs if they lose this game Friday. 11-1 to miss.
Are we sure after last night what the committee chairman said?
Now, what an asinine statement. Well, we haven't seen. Come on.
Yeah, we haven't seen him without Lane yet. We saw Florida State without Jordan Travis. They won both games.
Yes, I know. And the backup quarterback was going to be available if you put him in the playoff. Loop, longest field goal tomorrow, 7-1. Most points on Thanksgiving. Lions plus 380. Packers plus 750. Every team to make a field goal is plus 150. Every team has a passing touchdown, $1.50. Incredible job. Caesars, Will Hill, FanDuel, and DraftKings with all the props. Awesome job. Everything imaginable is up there that you can bet for tomorrow. Chiefs lane 3. Mahomes 15-1 indoors in his career. Mahomes also the number 1 quarterback against zone defense. Dallas plays at 72% of the time. I like him over as well. Passing yards, 265.5. $1.50. Significant juice on this one, but this will be in the write-up tomorrow, vsin.com. Both teams to make a 33-yard field goal. Avalanche goal in the first 10 tonight. If you don't want with the juice, they're on a 15-2 run. Goal in the first 5 with the plus money. They've scored a ton of goals in the first 2 minutes going back. And Caleb Williams and Pat Mahomes, longest rush over, both 11.5 yards. Let's eat Sal Pal style all day.
Good luck, Pauly. San Diego plus the 8 yesterday against Cal Baptist. No good. It was a 1-point game at halftime. Baptist ran them out in the second half, and that was without 2 of their better players, their best player overall, and maybe the best player in the entire conference. Baptist won and covered anyway. No good there by San Diego yesterday. Pending bets. Under Colts, Texans, 44.5 in the game.
Like it. Stroud, full participant today.
Yeah. I don't... again, any game where the Texans are going to be low, mid-40s at this point.
Yeah, nasty defense.
It's an under consideration big time. Patriots plus a 7.5 on Monday night.
Giants.
I'm sorry, what did I say?
It's the Patriots.
Yeah, okay, Giants. Yeah. Giants plus the 7.5 against the Patriots Monday night. That number has moved to a lot of books now. Pat's down to about 7 at a lot of spots. You can still find 7.5 out there.
I think Dart plays.
Are you hearing anything from your Giant source?
No, not yet. I haven't reached out. He was wrong last week, but I think Dart was at practice. I think he's going to play. That's me talking.
Yeah, the battle for Atlantis is underway. I have, I got to check the score because I think they're playing. But St. Mary's, I bet them at plus 375. The 2 best teams in this field, St. Mary's and Vanderbilt. Vandy won today, but that was squeaky bum time against Western Kentucky. They gave them a run there. St. Mary's, no, I'm sorry, they play at 7:30 Eastern tonight. They're laying 10 against Wichita State. The title game for that is on Friday. New bets here. A couple in the NBA.
Yeah.
This has now moved 40 cents, but 2 units on LaMelo Ball over 7.5 assists tonight for Charlotte, taking on a Knicks team where the total is 243. He is 9-1 to the over this number on the season. The last time that he played, though, it did go under. But they have a full complement of players going in this game, key guys anyway, and so that's worth a bet to me. And I'm playing Ware for the Heat over 24.5 points plus the rebounds. He has been a machine recently, and he was not impacted enough. In fact, he went flying over this number with Hero back in the first game, so worth a bet again tonight.
Think you know sports? Get paid for it. Better Picks, daily fantasy app where your knowledge turns into real cash fast. Download the Better app. Pick more or less on your favorite player's stats. If your pick hits, you win. New users get free money just for signing up. No deposit required. When you do deposit, a 50% deposit match up to $200. Better has action year-round. NBA, soccer, UFC, golf, and more. Better.app, BETR, or download Better in the Apple Google Play Store. Promo code VSiN for your free money and deposit bonus today. Thanks to all the viewers who sent in the attack dog video where he bit a player after they dropped the puck. Ceremonial puck drop. Thanks. Don't want to show it, though. I don't want Putin after me. But great job to everyone sending that in. And Dylan Cease to the Blue Jays. 7 years, $210 million. Oh, mama.
No, it's funny money in Major League Baseball.
Oh.
As it is in most sports nowadays, but so your reaction is too much?
Yeah, all of it. And the years. You can't trust that guy.
He'll make a lot of starts, but that doesn't mean that his numbers are going to be great at the end of the season.
Boston up 1 late third quarter against Detroit. Good game right now, entertaining, 75-74. Thanksgiving Day records. Most receiving yards. Andre Johnson, 188, 5-1. Did it against Detroit. Crazy game. Can someone have a buck 90?
So to beat that would be, well, if the Packers game turns into a shootout against the Lions.
I think I'd only have to look at Chase only here out of these 3 games.
Well, do you have to bet on an individual player, just the whole thing?
Just will it happen?
Well, you know what? What if I think the middle game can certainly give us points. If that's the case, it could be Pickens.
Oh. Most passing yards, 7-1. Troy Aikman, 455.
Oh, I would need more than 7-1.
Yeah, I think he did it against the Vikings. Most sacks, Cam Jordan, 4, 15-1. Yeah. Most passing touchdowns, Peyton Manning, 6, 20-1.
Oh, it has to be. The record has to go down?
Yeah, 7 touchdowns?
You need to put not 1 0, 2 zeros on that.
Yep. Most touchdowns receiving, Sterling Sharp, 4, 20-1. Come on. Someone's going to have 5 receiving.
Give me 5 for 20-1?
Yeah. And
Boy, by the way, how good was Sterling Sharp?
Oh, he was underrated. He was awesome.
And how good was Sterling Sharp on that Tecmo Bowl game?
Yeah.
The second Tecmo Bowl reference this week on the show.
Yeah. Most rushing yards. May he rest in peace. O.J. Simpson, 273 yards, 33-1.
That happened on Thanksgiving Day, huh?
Yeah.
May he rest in peace. Boy, we really missed that guy.
273. Oh, juice.
You're killing me, Juice. Great numbers.
Yeah, that is strong. Good job. At least they put them up, but you definitely need a lot more with some of those prices.
All right, so the first time that a fork will enter anything on your plate tomorrow will be at what time? Is it for the early game?
I'm picking up at 9:40. They're going to load my car at 9:40.
It's hot, ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cooked, ready, feeds 10.
Yeah, so you don't wait until
I'm going right in.
You have to.
Yeah. Why mess around?
There's no reason to.
Yeah.
You have it, and then you just leave it out pretty much all day long, and then you attack it like that.
I'll have Jordan in the front seat just to see his reaction. He's going to go crazy.
Now, how much of that will he be getting?
Oh, hell, he's going to get a nice portion.
Yeah.
So we had an incident a couple years ago. I went over to my friend's house, Point Shaver.
Okay.
And he's got a beautiful husky, but she gets aggressive. But I had a nice plate prepared for Jordan, and I put it in the corner. And then the husky went after him and actually bit him. So Jordan's bleeding from the ear, and I give him credit. He never stopped eating. He just went right to work the whole time because the husky wanted to get in on the fun.
Did he ever react to the dog biting him?
He yelped. He screamed like, hey, because the husky bit him on the ear and there was blood.
Yeah.
But the guy, he laser, locked in, focused.
And he
cleaned the plate.
He never tried to attack the husky?
Didn't go. Just
nothing,
focused on the meal.
It's amazing how they do that.
Didn't fight back, continued to eat. Took care of the ear. He was all good to go. God bless.
Yeah.
Good job, everyone behind the glass. Happy Thanksgiving. We're back Black Friday. Nothing on the line. Nothing important going on Black Friday. But we can't wait for Eagles, Bears, live betting, all the college football. Can't wait.
Yeah, Humans and Will Hill are next for 4 hours.
The best TV comes in many forms, from real-life mysteries to blockbuster dramas, family favorites, and buzzworthy reality shows. Philo makes it easy to stream them all with one simple, affordable subscription. For just $33 a month, Philo offers more than 70 live channels, including favorites like AMC, A&E, MTV, Discovery, and Nickelodeon, plus on-demand TV like the entire AMC Plus library. Whatever the mood, there's always something new to uncover. Philo subscribers also get access to HBO Max Basic with ads and Discovery Plus at no extra cost, along with unlimited DVR that saves shows for up to a year. No long contracts, no complicated setup, just endless entertainment ready to stream anytime. Ready for a better way to bundle all the TV you love? Get started at philo.tv. That's PHILO.tv. Your next obsession is waiting.